This is the Pocket Monster Manual. I'm Wooly Shambler, here with Animich.
Skironk.
MD. Raisin Brian. And Specs.
Roar.
And... We're talking about Tyranitar. This guy rules, although he's only 6 foot tall.
He's 6'7".
Yeah, this thing's supposed to be a kaiju? Come on.
The quakes caused when it walks make even great mountains crumble and change the surrounding terrain. Why the fuck? Like,
it destroys another mountain.
This is stupid. This is so dumb. I'm getting tired of this. Like, how do you guys have any mountains in this whole ass world?
There's only one, it's Mount Silver.
Mount Moon, Mount Pyre.
Oh shit.
Mount Coronet.
You can only find these things in Mount Silver. How have they not destroyed that one?
What is the force at which it steps as well? Because this thing weighs 200 kilograms, which isn't that much really. Like, how is it taking these mountains down?
You ever seen kids pretend to play like Giant Monster where they like go and then step as hard as they can? Like that.
His natural walk is just like that.
He's that full of himself that he like needs to be as intimidating as possible whenever he moves.
Yeah, maps have to be redrawn after Tyranitar has been there.
That's so annoying. That's so fucking annoying.
This is another one that, like, it sounds like there's only ever been one of them, because if there were tons of these things, then the world would just be a shambles, right? Like, if it can take out a mountain by walking, if it walked into your town, then you would just be like... You know, all of the houses would fall down. Do you think there's laws in the Pokemon world about which Pokemon you have to keep in a Pokeball at all times unless you're having like an officially sanctioned battle?
That's what you'd think, but you see like throughout the anime, you see them all outside all the time. Like whenever Tyranitar shows up, chances are it's just happy and smiling and playing with other Pokemon.
That's true.
And stepping on them.
It just doesn't make sense.
I think maybe the people writing the Dex entries assume this thing is colossal.
Yeah, and it's like... It's 2 meters tall.
Well, everyone in Pokemon's a manlet. We know this.
But they're not like tiny. They're just sort of...
They are. They are tiny tars, and this is Tyranitar.
It can bring down a whole mountain to make its nest.
Oh my god.
Why?
In just one of its mighty hands, it has the power to make the ground shake.
Just make your nest next to the mountain. You don't have to knock down the whole ass mountain. Stop.
You need to feed your kids. The mountain needs to be there.
I know.
Maybe it's just like pre-digesting the mountain for its kids.
Ew, stop.
Poor mountain. It's been through a lot.
Do you think it's dark type because in the fire red entries it says it has an impudent nature? That's why it's dark. It's impudent.
Definitely. It has an insolent nature that makes it not care about others.
Better impudent than incontinent.
What, like Pupitar was?
Pupitar, yep.
I love how Ultramoon describes it as a mobile disaster.
Aren't we all?
Oh, same, dude.
I think it's just describing me.
That's what I have on my arse tattooed. So its body is the Pupitar, and it like bursts out like a pinata. Fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Like a pinata.
Its body can't be harmed by any sort of attack.
It's the perfect Pokemon!
So it just wins.
Demonstrably false.
It cannot be damaged. So Pokemon have to attack its psyche instead with harsh words in order to make it faint.
Oh man.
You gonna eat that whole mountain again, fatty?
This is worse than even like, what was it, Cloyster that could not be opened if it clamped down hard. It cannot be harmed. How could you ever lose a Pokemon battle? It's just stupid. It's like the worst Dex entry ever.
What do you guys think about Mega Tyranitar?
No.
Good.
No.
Mega Tyranitar confirms my theory that it's like Wobbuffet. The head isn't real. The eyes inside Mega Tyranitar light up of the past Pupitar. Pupitar's still inside and controlling this puppet. That's what's happening.
Alternatively, they're nipples.
I'm on Team Nipple.
I like my theory better.
in regular Tyranitar mode, you can kind of see the joints. In Mega Tyranitar, he looks like he wouldn't be able to move his arms.
Dude, his dex entries for the Mega are wild.
Oh, yeah.
The effects of Mega Evolution make it more ferocious than ever. It's unclear whether it can even hear its trainer's orders. Also, apparently its back just explodes open, and its destructive instincts are the only thing keeping it moving.
It's just pure adrenaline keeping it going.
Why does its back split open? What's the...
That's where all the spikes come out from.
Due to the colossal power poured into it, so you Mega Evolving this thing, once again, puts it in pain.
Okay.
If Tyranitar is regular Godzilla, Mega Tyranitar is like fucking Space Godzilla, or this thing's like one of the fucked up clones of Godzilla, or...
I'm kind of sad that most of the pseudos after this guy, like, mimicked him more than they mimicked Dragonite. I think I like Dragonite more.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of does take away from his cool factor when it's like, oh, every other one is like a mean dragon now.
Yeah, like, Salamence is like, mean thing, and so is Metagross, and so is Garchomp, and Hydreigon.
We got Goodra now.
Goodra's fine. But, like, everything is just, like, angry kaiju with attitude, as opposed to Puff the Dragon.
I wish we got more pseudos that weren't dragons. Like, he's one of the only ones that aren't, and, like, I don't know, I like the variety.
When I had one of these in Pokemon Colosseum, I always paired it up, because it was always double battles. I paired him up with Aggron, because like I saw them as being like cool buds. And I think like they've kind of done that with that skyscraper looking Pokemon from the Gala region. What's that thing called?
Duraludon.
That Pokemon looks shit.
Yeah, he's bad. Real bad.
Wrong.
It's supposed to be in direct opposition with Duraludon, right? But
Yeah,
I think
they do
Aggron and him could have had a thing as well, you know?
Instead, they cut Aggron.
Yep.
Haha.
Yep. I don't really have anything more to say about it.
I like its banana tail. I like how its tail is peeled like a banana. That's my favorite part about Tyranitar is the banana Pokemon. And its shiny color is yellow like a banana. So it's got a nice little banana tail.
Look, it just bums me out that there's a lot of basketball players who are taller than this thing. Like, come on.
I don't know why that's so funny.
Damn, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
I just need Pokemon in general to be bigger.
That's your criteria for liking something. If it's taller than a basketball player, I can admire this thing. But if not, I don't care.
You know when you're wearing a bike helmet and it's got like vents on it so that your head doesn't get too hot? That's what the black bits on Tyranitar's body are.
Yeah, totally.
He's just got vents for... I don't know, if we're thinking that maybe the Pupitar shell has grown around him, he might have a squishy body of the Larvitar underneath, so he needs somewhere to release all his gas, and it's just gas vents, you know?
So you think he's like a mech, basically?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
We can definitely see like the face in his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And the grey diamond on the front of his chest is the same colour as the Pupitar, so...
Even when it's shiny, it's the same color as a shiny Pupitar.
Yeah, so maybe he's just layered on another, like, shell on top of the one he already went into.
Honestly, I don't think this Pokemon's that interesting.
He's just, like, cool.
I like him, I think he's cool, and I like the design, but again, it's one of those Pokemon that's got cool design and then nothing to say in its Pokedex. It breaks mountains, woo!
Bring me back to Hypnosis.